Such a sponge cake with cherries, after several times of cooking, can be done very quickly, a maximum of 2 hours. You can choose any cream according to your taste: cottage cheese, butter, custard, etc. 1. To prepare a quick biscuit, you do not need to beat the whites from the yolks separately. All the ingredients are whipped together: 5 eggs, a glass of sugar, a glass of flour and baking powder. Immediately you need to beat the eggs with sugar until white. 2. Add the sifted flour at the end, whisk everything until smooth. The dough turns out like thick sour cream. 3. Take a baking dish, cover the bottom with parchment paper. Then we smear the surface with vegetable oil, and pour out our dough. 4. It is very important that the dough is distributed evenly. We send the mold to the preheated oven, and bake for about 25 minutes at a temperature of 180 degrees. 5. In the meantime, proceed to the cream. I always make 2 types of cream. This time it's custard and meringue. Immediately I cook meringue. I beat 2 proteins to a thick foam, and in parallel I cook syrup. To prepare the syrup, pour 160 grams of sugar with 4 tablespoons of water, and cook for exactly 8 minutes. After that, the syrup is poured into the protein in a thin stream, and whipped for another 10 minutes until the meringue density. Then you need to put it in the refrigerator. 6. Now we cook the custard. Beat the egg with sugar, add milk and flour. Put on fire, and bring to a boil. Cook it for 2 minutes until the cream thickens. Remove from the heat, add the butter, and whisk the cream. 7. Meanwhile, the cooled biscuit is removed from the mold, and cut into 3 parts. 8. Smear the first layer with custard. We try to make it a thick layer. 9. I decided to diversify the cake with cherries, the perfect combination, with the types of cream presented. 10. Spread the cherries peeled from the pits on top of the cream, and cover with a second layer. 11. The second cake is smeared with meringue. I do it with a pastry bag, and cover with the last cake. Now we decorate the cake according to your desire. You can smear with cream, and decorate with crumbs. You can make icing, etc. 12. I always decorate the cake with meringue, and in the middle I put either crumbs, nuts, or fruits, berries. 13. This sponge cake with cherries is soaked for at least 4 hours. It is very light and incredibly delicious. Just 2 hours, and on your table such a wonderful dessert for the whole family.